guys, you weren't official either. That's when Peter Brock took over the team and HTT Special Vehicles was launched, etc, etc, etc. Now, both these gentlemen, of course, are multiple Bathurst winners, but there's only one person who can top Jim Richards' record at the mountain. He's got 7 of them, and 3 were with Peter Brock, and the other one was with Mark Scaife. So you've co-driven with a couple of the best, but I'm pretty sure everyone here would like to hear what was it like being Peter Brock's teammate, particularly at Bathurst?
Well, it was obviously the best team to be in at the time. I got a ring from Brocky's accountant, would you believe? Okay, he handled the money, and asked me if I'd like to drive with Peter at Bathurst in '78, and it didn't take me long to say yes, why not? But to drive the first 78 year with Brocky, it was very, very easy. We arrived at the track, the car was there, we were all there, and I did 6 laps of practice the whole of the 2 days or whatever that we were there. John Shepherd was the manager of the team then, and he basically had the car ready to go in the race when it left Melbourne. And we did the bare minimum laps we could, and I think Brocky only did probably 15 laps in all, but I did 6 because that's what you needed to do to qualify to actually race. And come the race that year, we managed to win and went on twice more after that, 79 and 80. But 80 was in the Commodore, and then I ran with Brocky again 81, and I think we could have won it that year, but Brocky came into contact with KB in the Camaro and broke the watch link, so we spent a bit of time in the pits, but no, it was the great days, and the drive with Pete was fantastic. I mean, he was the best driver at the time, and the best team, you might say, the best prepared for any situation. So it was, you know, when I say it was easy, looking back it was easy, but when I first got into the car, you know, you didn't realise it was going to be that easy, but I was told to do a lap time. Each time I came around, the boys would put a board out for me, the lap time I was doing and what I needed to do. And I just drove around as good as gold and did what I was told and came away with a win.
And of course, 79 was, I think, the most crushing victory ever by 6 laps, and Brock, undoubtedly with his arm leaning on the door, sets the lap record in the final lap. So was that the highlight of those pairings?
Well, I suppose it was, but I mean, the only reason that we won by 6 laps is because most of the opposition had broken down, and the car didn't really get that hard a time throughout the whole race, so it was still in very, very good condition on the last lap, obviously, and Brocky managed to do the fastest lap on the last lap, so it was an easy victory, but as I say before, they're always easy at the end of them. When you go into the race, they're difficult and you don't know what's going to happen. But we were very lucky that year where the opposition sort of failed around us and we were the only ones still going, more or less.
Yeah. And Colin, of course, talking of crushing victories, you were right there with Alan Moffat in the 1-2 formation finish in '77, which is the other great historic dominant win. But let me take you back to 1976 at Bathurst. There's suggestions that there was controversy about the result. You know, Bob Morris and John Fitzpatrick in their ailing car were declared winners, but over the years there's been suggestions that the lap scoring wasn't what it might have been, and that in fact in later years Holden apologised to John Harvey that they didn't protest the win. Any basis to that, do you think? Should he have been the winner?
I don't know. I never went into that side of it really, but I think that particular year we were leading the race by very, very comfortably. So much so that going down the straight, I didn't realise I was, instead of doing 5,000 revs, which was normal going down the straight from those sort of cars, I was just knocking it off to 5,000 revs. But unbeknown to me, at 5,000 revs, that particular motor had a bad whip in the actual fan belt, and it flicked the fan belt off. And I kept on driving for a while. We'd get the temperature go up, going up the hill, and I'd sort of look after coming down the hill. And then I had to sort of stop, because I thought, it's not going to get to the end if I keep doing this. and the boys put a fan belt on, and that allowed them to get ahead of us, of course. And in that time, I got no idea, you know, but we should have, anyway, as it turned out, they won the race, they beat us over the line. This car on the very last lap was smoking from the diff and everything else, and we were catching him hand over fist, but not enough to get to the end. But that was just one of those ones for me that actually got away. And it can't happen about this, you know, you lead by a mile and the co-driver might break an axle or do something silly, because we had fairly fragile motor cars in those days. Thinking about it, they were series production motor cars. And Johnny Walker was with me one time when we were leading, and that broke. These things were happening about us, and as Jim said, when he and Rocky won by 6 laps, you know, I think there was probably only about 6 drivers that were really going to win the race at the start of the race. And if the other 5 had a problem, you walked it in. But and that happened in that particular year. I think, you know, we all broke gearboxes and had all sorts of crazy things.
Well,
but that was Bathurst in those days. The cars today are sort of more suited to driving them flat out for the whole time.
yeah. So maybe another couple of moral victories at Mount Panorama.
Oh, absolutely. I kept on saying I've got more seconds. I don't know. My seconds turned into thirds occasionally sometimes, because I had an oil leak one time and they kept on black flagging me and coming in. But you didn't realise what it was. And over the days we started to try to dry sump the motors with electronic pumps. You couldn't do it mechanically, but we had electric pumps. But evidently the bolts in the sump came loose and it was leaking oil. Anyway, they kept on, and we came third that year too. It rained towards the end, so they couldn't tell if it was spray or smoke. But yeah, look, it was one of those funny races.
Sure. These two guys, another thing they share is their incredible versatility. They've won races and championships in different disciplines and different categories. Colin in a triple Australian Rally champion. Jim has won, what is it, Jim? 8 Targa Tasmanias, plus all the other Tigers you've got. And also, they've both dabbled in Formula 5000, the great booming V8 powered open wheelers back in mainly in the 70s that we all remember so fondly. But Colin made a spectacular debut, but Jim also, you had a dabble in Formula 5000, didn't you? And Frank Maddich was the link for both, wasn't it? In the sense that you were driving Maddich.
He was. Look, Frank came to me, I forget what year, it might have been 71, 72.
Well, we're going to talk about the 1970 Australian Grand Prix at Warwick Farm,
okay, well, it was
where you made a big splash, literally.
Absolutely. I'm just not sure what year it was.